get ready. Before opening the bag, coffee. Fuego cappuccino. Also, because of my ADHD, I got my super duper blooper NCT 45. This is modafinil 100 milligrams, and that helps me to focus over a period of time of a good 8 to 10 hours without picking my head up and being fully productive. It is amazing what it can do. Plus, it has nothing inside such as Ritalin has, crystal meth, that mostly what Ritalin is, that's what it is. Adderall, Ritalin, and all based on crystal methamphetamine. But this, however, modafinil is not. And if you don't know nothing about it, just let me know in the comments, and I will tell you everything. Bottoms up. Well, let's try a few gears right now. Get some speakers to make it happen. Let's set up the place. And yes, I just put those speakers right here, and they work pretty good. Gonna see, maybe I have a better sound because he has a small microphone. We're gonna check it out how he sounds actually on camera later on when I'm gonna do the editing. Hopefully it works great. So ready to go actually. Got my setup right here. Got my coffee. I've got me. Just wanted to say something before, just very quick. You noticed before I was working in a place. I was working as a front desk agent in a hotel, right? And the reason I was doing this, why? Because I need to have enough income so I can pay the rent, support my family, and support my existing businesses. I have 3 companies that are running and they need expenses. I also have a few passive incomes that coming out from crypto investments and different projects that I have. That's not enough. I'm always looking for any type of hustle or any type of business somewhere that I can make money. The interesting part is this. Me, from always, this is how I was wired like this. I was always the alpha male. The company that I worked with my friends, I was always the alpha. I was the guy that would lead, and my friends would be the people that would follow. And why do I say this? This is something that I want you to understand. It was about 4 to 5 years that I haven't looked for a job, that I haven't looked for a workplace so I can work somewhere. And this year, when I finally decided, I said to my wife, listen, honey, I'm going to go and find a job. She told me how to do that. I said, yeah, we have to do that. I got to do that. My wife said, okay, what you want? What I did is this. I start calling every single business and every single hotel that I saw that they were requesting for employees. I called 30 businesses, which 10 of them I personally knew. I personally knew the owners, the managers, and the one who works there. Interestingly enough, as soon as I called and they understood who I was, number one, either they didn't call back. Number two, either they would call and say, hey, the position is taken, but you already see that they're still posting, that they still need somebody. Number three is the most interesting part. It would tell you honestly, no, we do not want you in our business. First, I was confused. I was like, what the hell is happening? What did I do so wrong? And then a lady named Sophie, very good friend of mine, really hardworking, straight up hustler. She's having a concierge service here in Santorini, and she's doing pretty good. She's the top RGA. A lot of people don't like her, but hey, when you're successful, that's what happens. She advised to her business partner to take me as their employee to do some small things, nothing important, not the CEO, not the manager, nothing like that. They didn't give her an answer. She got very angry. She got upset. She was like, what's happening? Why are you not giving an answer? First you said you're going to take the guy, then you say no, then you don't answer. And the answer was this, Sophie, what if something goes wrong and we cannot pay the guy? What's then? He's going to beat us up. And then it came to my head. I understood. I finally understood. I'm like, oh my God, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Because of my exotic past that I had, plus because I'm an alpha, plus because I am an open book, I would sit down and I would tell you the truth, what I think about you, what is the situations happening around you, and what you should do to become better, to make it better, to fix it, or whatever is it that you want to do, right? I will never go fake on you. I will never try to let me put a kiss your ass to be your friend, something like that. That's not me. I'm an alpha. That's what I want to say. Every person I call, they were a beta, delta, gamma, or even a goddamn omega. When you are a businessman and you're not strong enough as a person, the only reason you're a businessman is because you had an opportunity, you grabbed it. You don't know much about a business, you don't know much about being a leader, but what you have, you are in the Santorini island where there is a huge demand in housing, and you're like, listen, even the dumbest person can make this work. The dumbest person. When you're a beta or sigma or gamma or delta, and there is somebody coming that you have to give your control to, and this guy is an alpha, and this guy is superior than you physically, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, in every single way, and especially sexually, you're threatened. You're threatened. You said, listen, I got a business, I got employees, I got a wife, I got a girlfriend, I got a kid. I want to be the hero in my story. I will not take this guy because he will take over. He's a doer. He can do that, and I cannot do nothing about it. And he's right. I don't say that they're wrong. I don't call them that they're doing something wrong. They're absolutely right, and I understand what they're threatening. So I don't hold any grudges. And that's why I thought about it, and I analyzed, and I saw that every time I was hired in my life, it was by a strong and very intelligent woman. Even in the business that I once started, it was at the hotel. It was a huge hotel chain. Miss Margarita, a wonderful person, an amazing person, really highly educated woman, intelligent woman. And thanks to her, I learned so much about the hotel business. She was the one who hired me. Why? Because women are used to invest in that, and especially in strong, intelligent, because that's what women do. If you go into human resources, if you have a business and you have a recruiter or you need a recruiter, you better choose a smart, intelligent woman, because she will bring the strongest people, and she has no competition. She doesn't look at it as you do, and your business will thrive. Of course, again, if you have alphas in your team as an employee, you need to understand that that alpha will lead a race very soon, and you need to keep him. Why? Because he will go away and he will build the business better than yours, and there is nothing stopping him. You're going to help him or somebody else. Either you're going to be next to him, behind him, or in front of him. And alphas are doers. You should be really careful how you work with them. They will give everything they have to you. However, if they see some kind of betrayal or you going sneaky on them, they can hit you bad and they can hit you hard. Guys, that's the lesson for today from my story on. If you're an alpha, if you're a leader, if you're the guy that I'm talking about, that you look exactly like the person I just described right now, that's the reason that people don't want to accept you. That's the reason that people are afraid of you. And that is the reason, the number one reason, that you should know you will much worse. Have a great day.